Attention, trick daddies and big mamas. This is Wrestling Card Weekly. My name is Brennan, and these rotisserie chickens I share the screen with are Nick and Jeffrey. We're here every week to talk to you about wrestling cards and wrestling cards. Please, if you could, like, subscribe, and leave a review so we can teach that algorithm how to Dougie. Fellas, how we doing?
Amazing now.
As you know, I've been listening to Trick Daddy this week.
I've been listening to Trick Daddy. Are you really?
Yeah,
I love Trick Daddy.
I'm a Thug is
Yeah.
certified classic.
Classic. Absolute hood classic.
How'd you know I've been looking like a rotisserie chicken this week?
Well, because look, that's just our swag.
Yeah,
Just 3 chickens in a bag.
the rotisserie chicken does sound solid.
Always sounds good.
For a podcast about cards, we somehow always start talking about supermarket ready-made foods for every episode.
It's okay.
I love it.
Works. How you boys doing? How's your week been?
Good, just chilling. Honestly, not a lot of card stuff lately. I wasn't feeling well last week, so I kind of just laid low. And there's no news still. Well, there's kind of news, and
So you're saying this is going to be a Jeffrey heavy episode?
yeah, yeah.
First I'm a chicken, now I'm heavy. I get it.
Oh,
The fat jokes, they're coming down.
Come now.
Odd.
Come now.
How dare you?
I'll leave a finished in the group. How's your weekend? You did a card show?
I did. I set up at one for the first time. Had a nice time. Wasn't too crazy busy, but did good on sales. And probably the best part was talking to people just about wrestling cards, which is funny because I sold like 2 wrestling cards, but there were people at my table for like an hour talking about wrestling cards, so that was cool.
Yeah. They didn't buy anything?
No, the people that wanted to talk about wrestling cards wanted like vintage wrestling cards and had no idea what they were looking at with aqua shimmers and whatever came out with chrome. So, but we had a lot of nice conversations out of it, which was cool.
So this is the fresh young face of a man who in 15 years is going to be like, get the fuck away from my table if you're not.
Yeah.
We're looking at you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed before the cynicism sets in.
Until it breaks me down.
You pick up anything good this week?
I did. Nick, did you?
No, nothing to write home about.
What's going on? This has just changed a lot.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've hit a bit of not burnout on cards, but just like it's just the excitement is not there. I need something. I think that happens to everybody. Sidetrack right here before we get into our episode. I'm sure a lot of people experience burnouts on hobbies all the time. And then you kind of just come back to it and you're rejuvenated and whatnot. But it's just like nothing really is getting me in sports cards and wrestling cards. Nothing's really like,
you got to find your passion.
Get me going. Yeah.
You've lost your smile.
Me and Sean.
Topps could help us out. They'll help you find your passion when they release something else for you.
Yeah, if they release Universe or something sometime soon, that'd be really cool. So I really haven't been.
My boy.
I've picked up a couple of small things, but nothing crazy to write home about. Nothing I scanned in this week. So Jeffrey's got the goods. Where do you want to start?
Wherever. It's crazy that it's not Ole Miss this week, so people might be interested.
That's such a good one.
Yeah, so I got this. It came in like yesterday. It's the 2018 Bola Jonah Rock.
I believe that is. We said that was second year, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's his rookie, but
you need to go after and get the whole Bola set signed or something.
I don't know. It was cool, and I don't know. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, yeah, that looks cool. Giving a nice chop to good old Walter over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I didn't notice it until I was looking at it today. I was actually on the phone with Nick and I was like, oh, hey, this is a high spot signing because it's got the high spot sticker on the top.
Yeah,
which I didn't even notice. But I just thought that was a cool card. And Bronson Reed is, with Seth now. So to the moon.
Can only go up.
And then it wouldn't be a week for me if I didn't show him his. Picked up the 2022 Prism Gold insert set, the Mojo out of 25. I already had one, but this one was a PSA 10, and I got it for a good price. So now I have
I'll give you
two.
$1 to crack it.
No, go away. Why do you hate me? And definitely not cracking this one either. And then this honestly might be my favorite pickup of the week. It's a Solo Sokoa 2022 Select Concourse Zebra PSA 10.
That's
Do you mind me asking if you paid over or under 110 for this?
Under.
That's solid.
Yeah. And a lot of cards like this, like I'll buy to kind
That's
of
a hold.
sell,
That's
but yeah, this one I'm definitely gonna hold on to. It's just number one. I love zebras. It's a rookie. It's a PSA 10. Like, and I think Solo's that dude.
I really, especially now that he's kind of like backfilling the bloodline.
Yeah, as long as they don't just like
And we
overdo
saw
it.
we saw that Survivor Series is War Games again.
Yeah,
And at Petco Park. How cool is that?
that will be cool.
That's
I
gonna
didn't
be
see
super
that.
neat. Yeah, it's at Petco Park.
Shit,
So
yeah.
it'll be at a baseball stadium. They're trying to do the Tokyo Dome, obviously. I'm kidding.
Yeah. God, War Games
yeah.
is gonna
It's
War
gonna be
Games
cool.
gonna hit outside.
Yeah, and San Diego, hell yeah, it's gonna be badass.
I love them doing War Games, but I really do miss the Eliminator match.
Yeah. Why do you remember I mentioned that as one of my like match favorites the other week?
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what we were saying. Yeah, with him rebuilding the bloodline with Hikuleo and Tongaloa back and Jeff Cobb.
Yeah. As long
nice
as
to
they
see Hikuleo.
As long as they don't like
contract for a year.
NWO this and there's just like everybody eventually joins and it just
Right.
like means nothing.
Bloodline Wolfpack.
Yeah.
They'll make a Latino bloodline.
I'm slowly getting a little worried that they'll do that just to try to drag it on until Dwayne eventually wants to do something. But
I think they need to build Solo up as much as they can so we can get the eventual Solo Roman.
Yeah.
I agree because Roman doesn't have much left in him.
So yeah, we can get that Civil War like once and for all. Like who is
game?
Yeah. I mean, they had that match the first. What was it? The first Netflix show, but that just didn't sit. That was clearly just to pop the rating.
Yeah.
I want to
very cool. Real. I love that though. You got a good deal on that. That's I thought you were gonna say over for sure.
No, I couldn't pass it up. I was like, I mean, it's right around where it goes now. I mean, it goes anywhere from like 110 to 140, 150.
Yeah.
But I did get a good price on it. But that's a hold. It's in my display case right now.
Hell yeah.
Good shit. We got a little news before we get into our Panini. Nothing from
a little bit of news.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So MLW and Panini are partnering. They're starting with some Panini instant cards, right?
Yes.
One of the recent MLW shows.
Yeah. From the Summer of the Beast was supposed to be, or that was on the 26th.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Panini instance from those yet, so it doesn't seem very instant, but we'll see.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that Panini has a wrestling license again. I don't think we'll see any actual product until.
I'm curious to see if they are able to use any like past
MLW
like roster. Images and if they're able to use any of the past roster, like if they
I see what you're saying,
maintain the ability, like could they print a Jacob Fatu card is what I was asking, right? Like
it would probably depend on contract status because with like Fatu, there's probably some sort of exclusivity of him being on cards with WWE being top, I would imagine. And then because in my head, I'd love more than anything an MJF and Colt Cabana card from MLW. But like with them being with AW and that being under
Upper Deck.
Upper Deck, yeah. But man, a boy can dream.
It'll be cool
you
to
that
see. I mean, the more cards, like the better, and especially if Panini puts just like even the slightest bit of legwork into it, it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how they handle it with MLW being like their roster isn't 100% set 100% of the time
Right.
like a WWE or AEW is.
Yeah.
So if people are kind of, jumping between shows or just contracted for this amount of time, like
It'll
how
be
they handle it
interesting.
card wise.
Yeah.
That'll be
But
cool to see.
yeah, I think it'll be really cool for the actual product. I think we'll probably get a lot of instant, like Panini instant stuff with
Yeah.
those people who are just there for a show or two or however they go. But I don't know. I'm excited.
I feel like this is a thing where they do instants throughout the year and they put out like 3 products.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the full run like WWE was.
Like they put out like a basis, like a.
But
maybe,
we say that, but they're losing football and basketball also. So I mean,
yeah, but you can't print what's not gonna. But if you can't print what's not gonna sell.
have you seen the shelves at Walmart right now? They're printing everything that's not going to sell.
No.
But I don't know. I mean, Panini recently did like the Rolling Stone set, which looked really cool. I'm sure they'll do like the flagship type stuff, like a Prism, a Select.
Yeah.
Probably nothing high end. But I think it'll be cool, and it'll definitely be like retail ready stuff. And maybe while we're waiting on Topps month in and month out, we'll have something to tide us over.
Fuck Topps.
Yeah.
Real quick,
we're gonna lose them as a sponsor, Nick.
Real
Don't.
quick before we yell at Topps more. Did the Caitlin Clark boxes hit floor on that Dutch auction?
I didn't even look. What set was it?
It was the one. It was the one with you either got a Caitlin Clark or an Angel Reese.
It wasn't like the royalty thing, was it?
Yeah, the one that they
was?
just dropped. Yeah,
I think
at 30,000 and then floored at like 3.
I'm pretty sure they floored. I remember seeing something. Don't quote me on it, but the fact that for 2 cards, because I think that was the configuration, was you get 2 cards, and it started at 30 grand is asinine.
And you could possibly get an Angel Reese.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, not great. Anyway, back to Topps. Solrica.
That scared me. I did not know what those fingers were for a second. That genuinely took me aback.
So Chrome
cool.
Cactus Jack Hobby.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. I thought there's rumblings of an August release date.
Early August release date.
So, yeah,
are the
about
rumblings
a month from now.
So yeah,
we're just the messenger on that one.
That seems like a crazy amount of time in between drops.
It is. It's February, March, April, May, June, and July. It's 6+ months.
That's just
between the release of the original release of Chrome, not counting Sapphire and
WrestleMania Cactus
Jack. Exclusive Cactus Jack.
I mean, what could be the reasoning behind that? I mean, they sold so well right off the bat. You would think strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of at this point is they're just like backloading the end of the year with holiday season jacked up prices.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been seeing Universe be signed for what feels like months now. And it seems like this Cactus Jack hobby is going to be coming out before that.
There better be like 0 redemptions in Universe.
Oh, there better be 0 redemptions in any of these at this point.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've been seeing nothing but signings forever. But on the bright side, I will say these cards do look really good from what I've seen.
Yeah, that Punk card.
Yeah,
I don't. Labs.
And like when we first saw the WrestleMania exclusive ones, I remember saying like, I don't really like these. I don't know, something about these look much better to me. Maybe they're just like
Yeah.
a little cleaner.
Or
Not
maybe
have
it's
like
like maybe it's just the clean refractor look without the ray wave.
maybe, even though I do typically like Ray Waves. I don't know,
Yeah.
but these do look good. Still terrified for what the prices might be. Um,
$7 million.
I don't think it's going to be like WrestleMania exclusive price. Um, but then again, they were what, like 400, so maybe they will be. Um, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, have
I
fun.
I almost wonder if these. I'm interested to see what the singles market for them will look like with people. I don't know, just comparing them to like the WrestleMania exclusive ones and how similar the card is and how it affects both of their
It's kind of like
individual.
I mean, to a lesser degree, it's kind of like a 91 Desert Storm, right?
Yeah,
Cards that were released in a specific. It's this. I mean, the same cards, just a different badge on them, right?
yeah,
Right.
So, and I mean, Desert Storm card. I mean, obviously, you can't compare wrestling to baseball.
yeah,
So and so. But I mean, Desert Storm cards below. I mean, obviously, a heavy premium over. Like, granted, I think there's probably more Cactus Jack cards than there are Desert Storm cards. So,
yeah.
still,
I don't know. At this point, like I wasn't excited for this, but I'm just itching enough that I kind of am. So I'm ready to see just the full
is it
set.
is that the plan? Drop mediocre product while we're craving it, so we just ignore that
It might be,
it's
Hey,
mediocre.
and it's kind of working.
yeah, I mean, yeah, y'all are probably gonna buy some. Hell, I might.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're definitely gonna buy.
It's so bad that Brennan wants to buy some. So we've
I did
Tops, come
open.
on.
I did open some AEW this week.
I'd really like
Yeah,
to eat
Nick was
some
fiending.
AEW this week.
Yeah. Well, I had to use my buybacks.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
and I was
I'm gonna
holding
go
out
use
for
mine tomorrow.
WWE, but obviously all I have at the shop is Sapphire, which is too
I
much.
need to get you your buyback before one of your buybacks is sitting in my house. I got to get
Yeah,
that
no,
to you.
it's okay. I'm just going to use
This
that
week.
one to put together a complete set, so it's fine.
Okay. I felt bad. I was like, I gotta get it to him before.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, it's fun to open. I mean, if you like a base heavy set, I mean, it's like opening Top Series 1,
Yeah,
but it's fun to open. I mean, I got a Jay White relic and like a Mariah May gold, not like a fancy gold, just like
yeah.
her name is in gold, like the most basic of basic parallels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
I wish it was a guaranteed auto, a box.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kills it.
Yeah, that's a bummer. It was nice getting that Shinsuke auto when we were breaking them on stream that one time, but
Takeshita.
or Shinsuke Takeshita. Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking about my favorite Japanese men. It's one or the other.
Honestly, speaking of AEW, I think we're just a couple months away now, or maybe even sooner, for the SP game used. I actually might buy some of that for
Yeah,
AEW. Um,
actually, I think. I mean, I've I haven't watched AEW in a while. Like I keep up with it, right? Like I'm on
mhm,
Squared Circle or Twitter or
yep.
whatnot and keep up with it. But I think after All In, it seems like I don't know, Brennan. Do you think after All In would be a good jumping back in point?
I would say after All In, or I mean, hell, tomorrow night is we're filming this on Tuesday. I'm not sure when it's dropping. Tomorrow night is Okada versus Ibushi. I would tune
Okay,
in to
I
watch
could jump
that.
back in for that.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty stacked card all the way around.
Yeah,
But Okada Ibushi, come on.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I would say if you're not planning on watching All In, the show after All In would definitely be the one to check out.
yeah.
All In is
Kind of like the
mind,
culmination, right?
yeah, All In's mind blowing. It,
Yeah,
it it genuinely, so many things had to fuck up to keep me from getting to Texas, but I will be watching at home. That's fine. It's okay. I haven't cried. Not
On
twice.
camera.
I haven't cried twice.
Not one tear.
Not one tear twice.
You guys want to talk about 2024 Panini stuff?
Hell yeah.
Panini
Let's do it.
releases. Start with Prism, I guess.
Start with Prism. Yeah. What did y'all think about the design for 2024 Prism compared to the other two?
It's okay. It's still a little intrusive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just prefer bigger pictures, less borders.
I think this was probably my second favorite, and I know most people hate the 2022 design, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the 23 comparatively, but I liked the design on this one. I guess the biggest thing out of Prism for 2024 was going from just the black Prism 1 of 1 to having 3 1 of 1s in the base set. Because you had the black Prism, the black finite Prism for the first time, which is a huge deal in basketball and football.
Yeah.
And then having the undercard black disco Prism 1 of 1. So we had 3 1 of 1s.
I love these.
Those finites were great.
Oh yeah.
I love these throwbacks.
Yeah, the throwback autos were great, as they were the other years as well. Return of the Color Blast. Yeah.
And black this year. Which one do you guys prefer?
I think it depends on the wrestler for me. Like
that Rio looks badass in black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Undertaker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the wrestler, but
yeah. And then like that Cody White, I think is just one of my favorite cards I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But like, yes. But that Rhea in black is just tops. No pun intended.
Jeffrey, you want to talk about the big top sellers?
Yeah, so the top seller for 2024 was I lost it. For 2024 Prism was the Roman Reigns Black Finite, which sold for 9,000. So another Bloodline card, another top seller. Those Finites look so good. I hate that we only got 1 year of them.
Yeah.
But there's nothing bad to say. I threw another Black Finite in just so we could see it with the Cody Rhodes there, because we got that iconic image from the set, I believe.
Iconic's one way to put it.
It'll go down as one of the photos.
It is one of the ideas that Cody's had.
Yeah.
I can't believe he didn't try that shit in AEW.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of thing that somebody does when it's like, all right, we can't tell you no.
I don't know. I think for a card, this photo is awesome.
It's awesome in the way that I love Leaf cards.
Exactly. I think for the entrance itself, it was awful. But I liked it on the card. I thought it was kind of cool. And then my favorite thing out of 2024 Prism, which I don't even think I sent any pictures for you, but was the WrestleMania 40 Prisms.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, so I wish if Panini had the license longer, that would be like a staple in the set. But having the WrestleMania 40 logo as the design of the card, and then they're all numbered out of 40. Those are super cool, and I think they'll probably hold value for especially the people who had the big matches at Mania 40, like Cody, Roman, Rock, Seth, all those. I think those will hold up pretty well. Wasn't too much on 2024 Prism that I didn't like. The inserts lacked a little bit, like the WrestleMania moments and the Rumble performances and stuff. I didn't too much care for those.
I feel that I used to like Prism a lot more than Select, but I'm finding myself, at least with the wrestling releases, liking Select a lot more than Prism.
Yeah, I ended up the same way.
I was always a Prism guy. Like, I remember when Prism first came out in basketball, I was breaking a bunch of that. That was 14 years ago now?
Yeah, almost.
That's crazy. That's wild as shit. I still remember that. It was Dave's show. It was at a damn mall or not a mall, a hotel off of Sycamore View,
Oh Lord.
right over there by Wimbledon. That hotel right next to Wimbledon.
Yeah. No.
Dave used to have a show in like a room where you could touch the ceiling with your hand.
Yeah.
We
That's
used
where
to
the
have
good stuff
Yeah.
happens.
There's
fun.
plenty of other things you could buy in that hotel if you
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah. That was the first time I ever met Dave. But I remember breaking some like 2011, 2012 Prism basketball back then. And just think if I'd held on to an unsealed box.
Oh God, yeah. Those
Yeah.
things go for insane money now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way. I found myself liking Select a little more especially as time went on.
Yeah.
But
Talk about well, while we're talking about Select, let's move on to a little Select, shall we?
little Select, yeah. So this year's was
This is your favorite, right? Like this is your GOAT release, isn't it?
No, mine's 2022 Select.
Okay.
But 2024 right up there.
Yeah. I know you liked it.
I think as a company release and like a release to wrestling collectors, my bias aside, 2024 is probably the best one. We had all the mainstays return. The biggest thing with you see here on this card was switching to gold vinyl for the one of ones. So the only thing I didn't like is that they removed the black prisms in order to do the gold vinyl instead of keeping both.
Yeah.
Whereas in Prism they just added 2 new one of ones. But I mean, I think it's cool that we got a gold vinyl, which for those who hadn't seen it, is just like almost like a super refractor look.
Yeah. Do you guys like the color wheels?
Yes.
I do. I didn't think I would.
I wish that the background was black instead of white.
Yeah.
I kind of like the white personally. I like the contrast.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm kind of with Brennan actually, because if it was all black, it would almost just look like a knockoff Color Blast.
Yeah, I want to see one. I need to get one in hand.
Yeah, but looked great. 2024 had good rookies. The best part of 2024, I will stand by this, was the mega boxes they released it in retail, because we didn't get any mega box configuration for any other release during the Panini license whatsoever. I think they did it just because, once again, they had a billion sticker autos to get rid of. So they released the mega box configuration, which had an autograph per box, which was crazy for a retail configuration. And those had like the ice parallels, like the green ice, the orange ice, and the gold ice. Those ended up, you can go on right now like David Adams or Steel City Collectibles, and if you want a 2024 Select mega box, they're $259.
Yeah.
Hobbies are sitting at about 300.
Yeah.
That's how crazy those mega boxes were. I know I pulled one of my best pulls ever was the Ringside Rock Gold Ice out of 10 out of a mega box from Target. I had a buddy. Yeah. I had a buddy pull a Roxanne Perez auto out of 5 out of a mega box from Target. In the same box, there was a gold Liv Morgan ringside. Like those mega boxes were juiced, and the set overall was great. I like the design of the ringside again because that's usually my favorite. It reminded me of 2022, but just a little.
We haven't even touched on the 2 big selling points of the set.
Well, yeah, the rookies there, right?
Stephanie Vaquer and Julia.
Yeah, and then you got Fatu also,
and Jacob Fatu. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Nick. I think you mispronounced his last name.
Fatu.
There we are.
Nick's gonna have a heart attack doing that one day.
Yeah, probably. But if we want to talk about the most expensive card, this is it. Yes,
Yes, not that one.
not that one. Sorry, the software is acting up tonight. This one.
Yeah, so, and this one was a more recent sale. So the top seller
Really?
from 2024 Select was the Julia Gold Vinyl Ringside 1 of 1 and a PSA 10. Sold for $10,700.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and I think we've actually talked about the sale of this card on the show before.
I think so too. This seems familiar.
Yeah.
That is both too much money, and if I had fuck you money, I would buy it for that price.
Yeah. Now I mean, it's got the rookie card logo. She was only ringside. She didn't have any other cards in the set. This is the only 1 of 1 rookie card that will exist for her. So that's the one.
That makes a lot more sense.
Rookie card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Everything starts in WWE. Don't you know that, Nick?
Of course. Anytime we ever say rookie card on this show, just know it's debatable.
Just know Nick is fuming somewhere.
And so are thousands of other people. But yeah, that was the top selling from that set. Which
that card's just sick. I'm sorry, it's just the outfit with the gold, like it all just works.
Yeah,
Yep.
And that card's just badass.
Yeah, and the design of that ringside is phenomenal.
Yeah,
and of course it got a PSA 10 because why wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just that card. That card rules.
Yeah, so that's a big one. It outsold the Roman. Actually, it was like the second highest selling 2024 release card, period.
I believe it.
As of today, so. Yeah.
Let's get into the set that none of us knew much about.
And still don't.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Yeah, so Panini Adrenaline XL.
TCG.
Yeah, TCG. My take on it is it's basically like slam attacks. I don't have much to say about it. It's not really parallel number type stuff. It is a TCG, but cards look all right for what they are. I don't have any other knowledge on it whatsoever. I barely knew it existed before yesterday.
Yeah, I've never been big on trading card games, so
I tried Magic when I was like a freshman in high school.
Yeah,
I gave it like 2 days.
Yeah. So we can't even comment on if this game is any good.
No.
Yeah,
I tell you, it's amazing that Hogan had 100 defense, which I'm sure comes from him holding the pen.
Yeah, I mean, cards are what they are. It's it's not really a collector's set, so
yeah. Let me load up this
not
next
too
one
much.
real quick.
But I will say, since Brennan hasn't seen it yet, can you guess what the top selling card from this set was?
The top selling Adrenaline card, 2024. Current wrestler? No.
5,
Lita.
4.
That was out of nowhere. No, it was the Hogan.
It was the Hogan. Yeah.
Now, can you guess the price?
Okay. Realistic price or like that's a hard thing. Like I have a feeling this is going to be more along my realistic. I would say my brain wants to say like, oh, it went for like $600, but my heart tells me like 75.
25.
25. So
I was
public sale. That's the only. I had to scroll for like 2 pages through Card Ladder to find an actual single in the filtered price. Everything else was just like a case of these things.
I don't know. That sounds wrong. I think that went for $100,000 in the Silver Dome.
$25. I mean, none of them are numbered. They're not. It's not actual collectible cards. It's a trading card game. Which, I mean, Top Slam has had some crazy sales, but yeah, $25 was the big boy. in this
There's like
set.
8 guys that are still playing the shit out of that game.
We can add 3 more to it later. We're gonna go buy a box of this since we can't
Dude,
get
we
anything
should.
else.
We need to do an adrenaline stream.
I'm
We
down.
learn how to play it. We get ourselves a box.
I
Divvy it
am
up. And give it a try.
100% in because I guarantee you this box is very readily available, and we can go buy it.
Okay,
Fuck
that's
that.
if you like the idea, please let us know on Twitter, and we will make that happen for
Yeah,
you.
let's move on to my favorite set of the year.
Photogenic.
Man, that is a
Really-
sassy pose book.
The best wrestling base set of all time.
Yeah, I love Photogenic.
Yeah,
It appeases the Stadium Club nerd in my heart.
And it also appeases the thick stock card nerd
Yeah.
in me. It's the best of both worlds.
and I of course kid Booker T. That is an incredible. I love the contrast with the sparks. I love the whole look.
Now, I will say, while I loved the base set and the parallels are cool, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the inserts or the autographs. I think a lot of them feel clunky and just kind of like we'll go through a couple right here. Like, I just feel this is kind of
That's way too much space taken up by the not even just
the little barcode things kind of throw me. I don't know. I don't love the stuff that's not the base set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with how great the images are,
Yeah,
it's a shame to take away so much of it.
and like these are cool, but it doesn't need this whole big
That's
banner over the
incredible
top, arch over the top of it. You know,
Yeah, I think the inserts were kind of hit or miss. The photos, of course, were all good on
Yeah.
the inserts, but some of the design lacked a little bit. But
yeah,
some of them, like the picture or the picture matched with the parallel and the inserts, kind of just overtook it, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like some of the down the ramps, I really like.
yeah.
The zero
That's right.
gravities were a little much.
I need to go through. I've got some baseline around. I need to go through and put together a set and see what I need.
Yeah, I think this is one I want to put together a base set of as well, just to have.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
cool.
Yeah, like you said, the autographs weren't my favorite.
No,
But then again, I guess compare it to Stadium Club in baseball, like people aren't really fighting over Stadium Club autographs either. It's more, this one's more, you want the photo, just for what it is.
Stadium Club used to have the cosigners though, and those are a big.
Yeah,
Those are a big deal.
but
All right,
Yeah,
here's
Your favorite wrestling card collector's favorite wrestling card.
Yeah.
But-
And Topps can recreate this with
with Stadium
Stadium Club.
at this point, they probably won't. They'll make like Cactus Jack photography version, or
Cactus Jack version 2.1.
Yeah.
Well, as influencers in
The
the wrestling
re-cactus
card
in there.
sphere that we are, we know people from Topps are listening. So
Yeah, hey guys.
you know, guys, come on. We're kind of
for the love
we're
of
moving
God,
up in
help
the
us.
Yeah. And this, I guess this was the most expensive, Jeffrey.
Yeah, so the top selling in this set, which I'll die on the hill that people just sleep on Photogenic and it doesn't get its flowers, but it was the Rock Photo Finish 1 of 1, $2,436 is the highest selling single from the set.
that's pretty low,
Yeah.
seems to me.
It only beat out the Adrenaline Hulk Hogan by a little over $2,000. So
Was that was the first Rock Cena, right? He had the goatee for the first one and then not for the second.
I believe so. The one because it was the one in Florida, right? The Mania.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that's a true statement.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I loved it. Nothing really bad besides some
Yeah, it's good
of
shit.
the
It's fun to
design,
open.
but
It's fun to open.
I actually haven't opened any. I'd like to.
Okay, here's what we need to do, Jeffrey.
Oh God.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
about to go broke.
Let's sell off a bunch of shit, pile a bunch of money together, and open a bunch of boxes.
Deal, Brennan.
What do you
Let me
think?
sell all your shit. Why is he looking like that? I'm scared.
What? Yeah, I mean, $5 will help.
Yeah.
It's 5 more than I got, so we'll go for it.
3 count.
I'm probably in the minority. I love this set so much.
3 count with on card autographs would have fucked.
Yeah.
But
I
now
agree.
we're in sticker dump era.
Yeah. This. Sorry, I had to look. I have that exact card in my case above my head. The Batista Timeless Moments. Yeah, I mean, for 3 count, every card was encased, good or bad. Every card numbered out of 40 or less for the base set.
That Tiffy that's a neat card.
And we
Yeah.
had Downtowns.
Yep. And the introduction of Downtowns. Some were great, some were eh.
She's
I'm glad
from
we got 'em.
Knoxville.
I like
Okay.
them.
That was a very confusing card.
Were you
for
trying to
Ralph
figure
Buck.
out what the
I was like,
background
what
was?
the fuck is that background? What does that have to do with Bianca? And I was, she's from Knoxville.
You know,
Okay.
Bianca, Banjo, they both start with a B. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
Absolutely. Barmonica.
Yeah,
Buildings.
Violin, the biddle.
The biddle.
but yeah, the Downtowns loved them for the most part. The fact that
They're
they're
okay.
encased, kind of weird. I'm about to crack some of my 3 count because people at shows just kind of throw them in boxes and they're all scratched up and it annoys me. But I really like the base set. The Timeless Moments, I actually might go back and try to put that set together.
Yeah, those are cool.
It's just the photography was really good. The parallels were really cool.
And 3 count had Stephanie Vaquer, but not Julia or Jacob Fatu.
Correct. And I don't. Does she have an auto in this? I don't remember. She may have
Stephanie
just
Vaquer?
Yeah.
No, she
Okay.
does not.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like 3 count, and it also shows in the sales compared to everything else as well. But it's probably the sticker autos.
It's cool. It's just a sticker dump product that they dressed up in one touches to make you think it was a premium product.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever taken a 3 count card out of the one touch. I want to do that and see what I think about the card when it comes out of its shell. But I don't know. I really liked it.
It's cool.
It's a little pricey for what you can get and what they are valued at in the market, but it was some really cool stuff, really cool photos.
And I believe this is our top seller.
Yeah, so this is our top seller. It's the Stone Cold Timeless Moments 1/1 auto. That one sold for $2,247.
Sticker makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, that sucks. That is autos. Like, clearly it came above the sticker.
They couldn't have picked a better sticker for the 1/1, like from that sheet.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, not this one.
And for the beer truck moment,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
I will say though,
I'll
like
test
I've
them.
picked up a bunch of the autos of those just because they are so cheap. I think it's a good option for people who don't mind the sticker autos.
Yeah.
Just have something cool because they're not going to cost you a crazy amount.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. National Treasures. What do you think, gentlemen?
Oh boy, Nick's gonna lose it.
The ultimate sticker dump.
Yeah,
Yep.
This was a huge disappointment for me.
Well, it was nice that Tiffy like looked at the T-shirt before they cut it up and put it into the into the card.
Yeah, she thought about it. It's like LaCroix water. Like LaCroix, I'm convinced, is just in the same room as the item that it's supposed to taste like.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah,
She was just in the vicinity of that T-shirt.
They drive by the factory holding a lime out the window, and they're like, "Yep,
it's like
that's it."
what's that bullshit where they're like, oh, when it gets divided by so many, it becomes stronger.
You lost
the
me.
quack ass medicine.
Gain of function research.
No, Brennan. No,
I thought that I didn't mean to.
What did you do to him?
It's like homeopathy.
Homeopathy. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
like
bud. You're my homie too.
it's like she was in the same room as the shirt, so somehow that's better than her wearing the shirt or something.
Homeopathy is when you nurse your bros back to health.
Well, we're gonna have to do that to Nick after we get through this National Treasures part.
Anyway,
Treasures. Yeah,
what a bum product.
It's so disappointing because it had so much potential based off of what National Treasures is.
Random patches, sticker autos, design is okay.
Yeah, I kind of like the base set a little bit, but besides that,
more stickers.
Yeah, this one right here is the top seller from National Treasures, which surprisingly sold for almost $10,000. But it's a
Hogan and Cena for the listener.
Hogan and Cena 1-of-1 dual auto stickers.
Bro, I'll make you a 1-of-1 dual auto Hogan and Cena for $5,000. You could have saved $5,000.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't have used stickers. I would have gotten you cuts or something.
Genuinely, like, design aside, because I wasn't a huge fan of most of the design. If it was just on card stuff like National Treasures should be, I think it would have been just fine.
Yeah. It's why there's still a box of it sitting at the hobby shop.
Is it really?
Yeah, because nobody's paying $500 for a bunch of shitty sticker autos.
Yeah, it had so much potential to be what it should be as one of the brands of all brands of Panini releases and National Treasures.
I get that they had to dump a bunch of stickers, like,
yeah,
business wise, like, yeah, I get it, I know, but it doesn't change the fact that the product sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
you can understand it, but you're not going to pay them money.
Yeah,
what they should have done for a drop like that to just get rid of stickers. I mean, they already did the select mega boxes and stuff. Like, I don't know, release like a flagship paper product or throw them on some Panini instance, or I don't know, just don't tarnish the brand of National Treasures by. And I'm not even like anti-sticker auto myself. Like, I do prefer the on card, but I'm fine with sticker autos most of the time, but not National Treasures. It just kind of ruined the set for me. It had some cool looking patches. It had some cool looking stuff here and there, but for the price,
I bought exactly one box of it.
That's one more than I'll ever buy.
It was one more than I should have bought.
Yeah. Still disappointed in that. Makes me so mad. I own one National Treasures card, and it's a base Miz.
Yeah, but now we get to talk about Flawless.
This is what National Treasures should have been.
Yeah, Flawless fucks. I have a couple of knits, but yeah, it fucks. It's fun.
Yeah, Flawless. They did
almost everything
right.
A box. It should be fun. $4,000 a box. Fuck.
$4,000 a box. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, they put it in a Money in the Bank briefcase because they get it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
On card autos, low numbered, thick stock, great images.
You can tell this one is computer generated because all the gems are centered.
Did you get that from the Panini website?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You can tell this one is fake because they all actually look good.
Yeah. That Nick's gonna die on that hill too.
I
can't unsee it now because
for
of
a product where you're paying $3,500, 25, 35, $4,000 for a box. It should be a flaw. Pardon the pun. It should be a flawless execution.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a gem right here. Let's see if it's
at least try to place the gems correctly.
Oh, yeah, I moved it.
You could.
I have seen out of all of the gem cards I've seen, I'm just talking about the solo gem cards, not the logo cards. I've seen maybe 3 that have had centered gems where I'd be like, okay, that wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
Everything else just makes it look like surely they could have paid somebody to sit there and place them in the right spot.
Yeah. Other than that,
they could have figured something out. Yeah, that's my bitching. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, they knocked Flawless out of the park. I mean, they nailed a lot of the good moments with like the WrestleMania autographs, the Rumble autographs.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
I love Flawless. I obviously I didn't open any because I still want to
No.
be able to afford my house, but
Yes.
Right.
the singles they're still holding up pretty decently. They just look great, and besides the gem placement, quality seemed to have been really good on all of them.
Yeah.
This is the level of what National Treasure should have been, which got nowhere near it. But and I think we've talked about this card on the pod before, but the Flawless logo gem, one of Cody Rhodes was the top seller from this set, which went for 11,000. So
Solid.
yeah, and I want to say the number two seller from Flawless was also a Cody. It was his one of one auto, which sold for a
Nice.
little bit under that, which I probably would have preferred the auto, but
Yeah. I don't really get the appeal of the big logo gems. Like they're just not for me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm just saying
Right.
they're not for me. I just don't quite get that appeal. But people love them, man.
yeah, do they do them in other sports? I don't follow Flawless too much.
Yes.
They do, okay.
Yeah, there's been something. There's something like that.
Now that I don't know, that just random thought made me think it would be really cool if Topps did a case hit with the Superstars logo, kind of like they did with the Manias and the Personas and stuff and
Yeah.
Chrome, where it was or like a color blast, but like Cody's standing in front of his logo,
Yeah, that would be
or
pretty good.
something like that would be sick.
Yeah.
Hey, Tops, listen up.
Yeah, pitching great ideas over here. Like release product anytime you want, but
Yeah. But hurry up and give us fucking. I'm serious. Like this is some shit, right?
It's
Like I ain't even gonna say anything anymore. This is just some shit.
yeah. It was funny the first couple episodes, and then we had to literally skip a week because there's nothing to talk about. Like
Yeah.
this is out of hand.
and then follow that up with 3 consecutive weeks
Three
talking about the
consecutive
competitor
Panini.
of the
Yeah.
previous.
Tops, we want to support you, but you leave us no choice.
Yeah. I don't know. So overall, for you guys, what do you think about the Panini era as a
Yes.
whole?
Let us know in the comments what you think. What's your favorite set from the 3 years? What?
I really like.
Why am I wrong on all of my opinions? Tell us.
There's a character limit, Nick. They can't tell you everything.
Oh, fuck you, Jeffrey.
Panini actually it's funny because I cut my teeth on cards doing after baseball doing Panini cards with Nick on stream, and so that was where I really got to know wrestling cards. So I have a big soft spot for Panini, and I always will. But they yeah, it was good shit. There were some fails. The more I listen to Nick talk, the more I dislike sticker autos. I've absolutely been influenced.
Yeah.
I look at him and I'm like, come on. No, I'm great with them if it's somebody that I just really like the Takeshita that we were talking about. Don't care if that's a sticker. I love the man.
Yeah.
But like a regular old autograph, fuck off. Sign the card. I don't know.
We'll see what Topps does. I mean, they're going pretty on card heavy to start, so we'll see how long that holds out.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not, if they're gonna wait 7 months between releases, there sure as fuck better not be a single sticker on a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a redemption. Fuck.
Yeah.
Definitely not a redemption.
I think overall Panini had its faults and its quality control and its billions of redemptions and whatever, but I think what they were able to do for wrestling cards as a whole
Yeah,
is
for
unmatched.
sure.
Like Topps is taking the cards that they were dealt from Panini at this point because people may not remember, but 2020, 2021 Topps wrestling cards were awful. Like we weren't getting anything good at that point. And they just didn't care. Panini saw a market in wrestling cards and exploded it. So I think at the in the grand scheme of things, it's it's one thing that will have left a huge mark on the wrestling card hobby like forever. Um, Now we'll see what Topps is able to do if they can continue that, if they can take it bigger with Fanatics. I'm just hoping.
They release a product.
Yeah, besides, yeah, just release something. But I mean, at this point, as long as they're able to maintain and still grow the market that Panini was able to create, I think we'll be in good hands. But
Yeah.
we'll
We
see.
shall see what happens, my fellas.
Yep.
You got a poll for us this week?
I do. By the way, shouts out to the Army, the soldiers that came through and almost got me the win this week. I do
welcome.
appreciate y'all. You know, even Jeffrey voted for me.
No love for the hardcore. Yeah.
The Pander Champ won, but he almost cost himself the title for.
Yeah, it was by like 2 votes, and he.
I don't know how you guys keep voting for Jeffrey.
I
just don't understand.
I'm sorry, I have good taste, Nick, but
Uh,
you yourself, when I made my pick last week, said, "All right, yep, that's it, you won." So you know. But yeah, not Nick, Brennan, had a hell of a team. I was telling them earlier on here that when I was typing in the choices for everybody to vote for, I realized that Brennan chose his team for, the WrestleMania match. But on paper, it looks like a list of Paul Heyman guys. I was like, oh,
Right.
Brennan's going to win. This is awesome. That's why I voted for him.
I appreciate that. You're a good man. This week I wanted to present because mostly, and this is not anything that the viewer would realize, but we've moved our filming days to Tuesday. So I figured in honor of that, I wanted to know you guys' top 3 NXT champions. Men's division, top 3 champions, NXT champs, not North American or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I have the first pick because I have the obvious 101 was the 101 champ, Seth Rollins. First one, he's one of my favorites, one of the best to do it. And I think he was a great first champion, and that big X belt looked incredible. So I'm going Seth.
Yeah, good choice. Is it me or Nick?
It's you now.
It's me. Yeah, it's
Second
me now.
place.
I forget. For me, no surprise, Nakamura.
Ooh, yeah.
I loved his reign. I thought it was fantastic.
He was on my list.
Yeah. That was the last real good times with Knock.
Yeah, and then he made it to the main roster. And
Missed that dude.
I don't know what happened to him. No one's seen him.
No, he surfs a lot apparently. Nick,
I'm gonna go with when Balor's first reign when he won it at Beast in the East.
Yeah,
that was my next
from
one.
KO. Yeah,
Man,
that show was fun. I remember getting up in the morning and watching it.
Yep, I did the same thing.
Balor had the paint. They did streamers. It was super cool. That was really fun, and I love Balor. Balor was so cool coming into NXT.
Yeah, he was.
It's just that's my first.
I loved Owens throwing the bouquet of flowers into the crowd.
Yeah.
that was a great show to stay up for.
My second pick will be I don't know. I'm looking at a list of all the champions. I can't think off the top of my head.
Don't look. You're gonna steal mine.
No, I guess let's say Ciampa's reign number. I don't know, number one.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one. With
Yeah.
the heel turn on Johnny.
Yeah, I mean
Good
I thought Ciampa and Gargano were a great continuation of the end of Black Gold NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it had to happen, it was good
Yeah.
that they kept it
Yeah.
going.
Okay, your turn, Bren.
My second pick, I'm going with the man that took the title off of Knock twice, which is Samoa Joe.
I knew it wasn't gonna get back to me. That was gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's Samoa Joe. It's insane that there's ever been a point in time where there wasn't a belt on that man's shoulder. Every moment that Samoa Joe is a champion in some form is a good time to be alive.
Yeah. And Samoa Joe just made that championship feel like it really meant something. Like
Yeah,
he
because
was.
it was so fucking insane for him to come to NXT.
Yeah.
I remember that was one of the ones that I didn't have spoiled for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was a genuine surprise.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And for him to take, I don't know if you remember, but when he took the belt off of Nakamura, it was at a fucking house show.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, and they like brought in a film crew, and apparently all the people at the house show were like, "Why are they filming this?" And then, bam! I think that was a really cool touch.
Yeah. Man, that was a good pick.
Yeah.
For my second, I'm gonna go with. It is my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My backup to Joe was gonna be Kevin Owens. I'm gonna go Kevin Owens. Especially his initial reign with him, just him and the Sammy feud and the apron power bombs and just the how vicious
That asshole.
Yeah, how vicious they portrayed Kevin Owens. Like he was the biggest threat you could imagine at that time. It was the same feeling as Samoa Joe, just like a little like dirtier almost.
Yeah. And then showing up to Raw for
Yeah.
John Cena's open challenge while he was
Man.
NXT champion.
Yeah.
God.
That specific time frame of Kevin Owens was just unbelievable. He was my favorite wrestler in the world at that time.
Yeah. He's still in my top 5.
Oh yeah.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
The fact that man's still just as over and as he's just still the same killer.
Yeah. And then he's still able to walk at this point.
Exactly. Good God, man. Why would you choose the stunner that late in your career to become your new finisher? Are you out of your mind? All praises due, all prayers for his hips.
And then do I double here?
Yeah.
Brennan being second is throwing me like
it's
I don't know where we are.
I'm as confused as you.
Man. All right, if I've got Seth and KO, I'm gonna take one that's I'm gonna lose this week, but I loved it. Bo Dallas.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
The Bo Dallas reign. I was a Bo lever all day, every day.
Big same.
God, I don't know what it was. Like we were supposed to hate him, but I fucking loved him.
Dude, it was a great character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bo to death.
So I'm gonna go Bo.
Hell yeah. I guess it's me to round it out.
More.
This is a tough one. And see, I have to go with my heart, and makes me say I'm gonna lose too. Bobby Roode. Glorious era Bobby Roode.
I loved that.
Oh, it was so much fun, and you just like at no point was he a heel for me. It never sunk in for me that he was a heel. You come out with that robe with that theme song.
That theme song was phenomenal.
Oh, my first record release show for Heels, me and Josh came out to Glorious, wearing bathrobes with custom belts that his wife made. We took the big copper tag team belts and painted over them with heels and stuff on them.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, so always a big soft spot in my heart.
I'll
Nick,
go-
what's your last one?
I'll go with Neville.
I liked Neville.
All right,
I forgot
Yes.
about him, but he
He
was.
was so dope.
still
Gravity
is.
forgot him. I forgot him, but
Yeah.
man,
Can you imagine if he would have been Mighty Mouse? And
Oh my
Gents wanted?
god,
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, now that we've done this like draft, like NXT is their champions have been incredible.
Early NXT was, I mean, it was PWGs, right? Like
Yeah.
once they started getting
Yeah.
Generico and all those guys, and I mean even Pac, like, and then you had Balor, and you had Samoa Joe and Knock and Owens, and then you had Cole and all those guys,
Yeah.
Tommy End, and there was just a run there where they were just adding a new champion every 3 weeks. It seemed like.
Yeah.
it was just a beautiful. It's just a beautiful time to watch wrestling. I remember the first time NXT came to Memphis, those tickets. So I guess that would have been 2016, 2015.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
It was,
Yeah.
or actually, it was like 2015. I want to say, and they were selling out so fast that I just got money from my friends and went and stood in front of Minglewood Hall to buy
Oh,
a ticket.
yeah,
Like
it
it
was
was
at
in the fucking
Minglewood.
90s.
Yeah,
And it was me and like 4 old dudes, and we were all there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And lady was nice enough to set tickets aside for us, and literally by like the second person had paid for them, she was like, "Yeah, every one of them just sold out. It all sold out completely."
Dear God.
That was a man. That was great.
I miss those days of NXT.
I know. R.I.P. But hey, it's apparently still good. I don't watch it. I hear it's great.
I don't have enough time.
There's not enough time in the world to watch as much wrestling as there is.
No.
I try. Good God, I watch a lot of wrestling, but I just ain't got it in me for that.
Now, if only we could get a lot of wrestling cards.
I know, and soon we will. Soon we will, boys. And on that most auspicious note, thank you so much for watching. This has been another wonderful pleasure in my life to spend an hour with the two of you and with all of you watching. And we'll see you next week. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that shit for the algorithm. If you're listening, do a 5-star review, leave a comment. Tell us. You can leave a comment that says like we suck shit, but if you do 5-star review, we appreciate that. So boys, Godspeed.
later.